Hey, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Drew, aka Booty Sweat. Once again, we're back with another character variation guide for Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate competitive play. And today we're starting off the week of no good, filthy, bad doers with Kano. And so Kano is one of those characters where I didn't really care about him very much before this game, but like Baraka, they just kind of added some good swag and he's really fun to play. So he's probably one of my more used characters in the game behind Baraka. He might be my second most. So if you're interested in Kano, then go ahead and stick around. We'll show you some cool stuff that you can do with custom variations. Alright, so for the first variation, we're actually taking the Snakebite ability, which is done by down back 3. It's this little thing right here. It hits twice. And it's a really good combo ender. This one comes on the Rat Bag competitive variation before. And the reason I think it's a good combo ender is because if you don't have it, you're probably either using Lumbar Check or the Kano Ball as your combo ender. The problem with those, not that they're bad combo enders, but the problem is, if you look at the frame data down on the bottom left, this move, Kano Ball, leaves you pretty far away and only +3 on hit. That's not really enough of an advantage to be able to get any kind of pressure after it if you're just at mid-screen. You know, if you're in the corner, it's a different story, but mid-screen, you can't get a whole lot of pressure off of this. But if you end with the Snakebite ability, you're left close together and you have 12 frames of hit advantage, and Kano's down 1 and down 3 both reach from here. And you see that his down 1 is +15 on hit, and his down 3 is +16 on hit. That means you can jail into any of his starters. His standing 1 is only 8 frames, his forward 1 is 13 frames, so you've got anywhere from, you know, 2 all the way until like almost 8 frames to confirm into like a jail move if you manage to hit with that down poke or that or the down 1 or the down 3 on their wake up. So it gives you a lot more pressure. If you think maybe they'll use a wake up option, then Kano of course has really good whiff punishes with his back 2, which leads into a combo, and his forward 1-2, which leads into a combo as well. So you can whiff punish their get up attempts. You can really mix them up because they're not necessarily going to be sure. What are you going to do? Are you going to down poke so they have to block low? You could go into forward 4, which is an overhead. And in addition, the extra thing that makes this very dangerous is with this overhead, because we've added the manhandled ability to this variation as well. So that's what we're running. We're running Snakebite and manhandled. Manhandled gives you some extra strings, so you can actually do a follow-up by pressing 3 after you do this overhead forward 4 move. And if they don't manage to block it in time, then you'll get a crushing blow for a pretty sick amount of damage. So it adds even that much more of a whiff punishing opportunity. And then of course his back 3 also has a crushing blow if it's a counter or anything like that. So if you whiff punish with that, you're gonna get huge damage. Look at that bleed. So overall, you're really going to be able to pressure your opponent with this. You can get it you can get Snakebite in a combo. You can use it as a combo extender even, and that's really going to help you get some big damage. And then on top of that, give you a lot of pressure with Kano. In addition, because of manhandled, you get a couple of other strings. One of them is 2, 4, and then 1 + 3. And that will actually side switch. So you see here, if I use this, it side switches, and that allows me to put Sonya in the corner if she's pressuring me in the corner, and I get a punish or something like that. But you can also amplify this to get further combos, and combined with Snakebite, if you use up 2 bars, you can get close to 40% for, you know, a punish combo, which is really not that bad. And now you've got corner pressure. Again, you're +12 on hit. You've just done a big chunk of damage to him. You can go into a throw. You can go into a down 1. You can go into a down 3. You can, you know, do basically whatever you want. So you can back up, try to whiff punish. You can back up and maybe throw a projectile. Whatever you want to do at this point, you can do. So this combination of moves I think is really cool and gives you a lot of pressure ability and a lot of mix-ups. And just a heads up, it also gives you this string, which is 2, 2 into 1 + 3. It's another of the side switching things. Problem is it has, well, it's a 9-frame startup, so you can punish a lot of things with it, and if you just want the side switch, that's fine. But I generally find that this one is better because it side switches and potentially gets you a combo. I don't know why I did that, but it potentially gets you a combo as well. This one doesn't combo into anything, but you can also amplify it and get some extra damage as well. It's a pretty solid amount of damage for not much effort, so it's another option that this provides with you. I don't use it nearly as much as the other two strings, being, you know, these two. Use that one a lot, but you know, the other two are better, but it's just another option that you get. Alright, now before we get into the second variation, like always, I just want to ask you to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this content, getting value out of it, whatever else. Go check out some other videos of mine. I have a bunch up at this point of different characters. See if there's maybe some other characters you want to play. But yeah, anyway, let's get into Variation 2. Now for Variation 2, we've kept Snakebite so that we can still get a lot of these nice combos with Kano. We can still get all that stuff, but we've gotten rid of Manhandled, and instead we're using Chemical Burn in this variation. So Chemical Burn is an interesting move. It's very situational. I don't know that generally it's as good as Manhandled. I probably would go with the first variation I put together more often than this one, but this one can be kind of interesting for a little bit of set play every once in a while and allow you to take care or take advantage of some of Kano's really good whiff punish options. He can whiff punish really well with his forward 1, with his back 2, and again with Snakebite, they both can, you know, kind of combo into other stuff, so, you know, etc. So, the interesting thing about Chemical Burn is you can use it at close range after a combo, mainly after 2-4 into Chemical Burn, and you can use that as a punish opportunity or whatever. In most situations, you're probably just going to be better off using meter, but maybe you don't have very much meter, or maybe you want to preserve your meter a little bit. So instead, you can use Chemical Burn for a little bit of set play. So say you want to use Chemical Burn after 2-4, and then you go into Chemical Burn, where that's actually going to leave you at a really, really nice +9, which isn't that great, but again, you're seeing that kind of damage over time there, but you can actually amplify this move and get more hit advantage. So that puts you +22 on block. Now the recovery is a little longer, so it's not really, you know, that effective, but you are getting that bigger amount of hit advantage. So you can go in, you might want to start practicing Kano's wave dash, which is not very good. He doesn't have the best wave dash of all time, and I haven't practiced the timing on it in a while, so it's not great, but it'll help you kind of clear some distance, and then, you know, you can go into your pressure, or you can even use some of his really good whiff punishing buttons from way back here. So again, you can whiff punish from all the way back there. If they decide to press after you do that, you can, you know, you can get some pretty good whiff punishes with Kano. So, and then of course whiff punishing leads into big time combos with Kano or a crushing blow. So, you know, you just kind of want to take advantage of that. Chemical Burn can be good for that if you kind of prefer that more like set play or kind of whiff punishing game. Kano's really good at that again, and you know, of course, he's got his forward 4 that's good for that. Super minus on block, so you know, be careful with that. But you know, it's another option for you, and I think that is pretty good. Okay, so for the third variation we're going to look at, this is basically Dirtbag, but with one little change. So, like Dirtbag, we have the Chemical Burn, and we have the Molotov Toss. But in addition to that, we've added the Optic Blast. So, the Optic Blast actually comes from the Ratbag variation, and I think that it's a pretty cool move because, mainly because it gives Kano an additional whiff punishing crushing blow. So if you whiff punish with the back 3, of course you get a crushing blow, but if you whiff punish with the Optic Blast, so you back up, you get a crushing blow with that too. So you got two really nice whiff punish buttons that you can do. Well, one's not a button, one's a special attack, but they both give you a nice crushing blow for a good amount of damage. And then of course you've got the set play of this other stuff with Chemical Burn, and then of course you can throw out a Molotov. And an interesting thing that I think is kind of cool about this is that if you get them in the fire, a lot of people are going to be really eager to get out of it. So that's going to be an opportunity for you to punish some unsafe stuff that they throw out. Not everybody's going to do that. Lots of people might be patient. This is going to be more to like gimmick out people who don't really know how to deal with it. And so you throw out one of these Molotovs, they freak out, feel like they have to get out. They end up doing something stupid like jump. And then of course, you know, you anti-air into a combo, or you get a nice whiff punish with either of these moves, which gets you that big crushing blow. Now keep in mind your combo ability is a little bit lower with this variation, so you're not going to get very big combos like you could with the other variation. That's because you don't have manhandled, so you don't have his 2-4 1+3 launcher, and you don't have Snakebite as a launcher. So you're stuck with just his back 2 as your only launcher, really. And it's a good whiff punish button, but you're just not going to get that much off of it. You're going to get a little bit off of it. I mean, you can get, you know, something like that, or you can, not that. You can get like, you know, dash into 1-1 into Kano Ball. And, you know, that's 20% for a bar is not great. But where Kano's really going to get his damage is the damage over time that he gets from these. Also, these two combine to do extra damage and get more knockback. You can see that leaves you plus 79 on hit, so it gives you a lot of opportunities for more pressure. And you get most of the damage from the damage over time and from the 2 big time crushing blows. Also keep in mind you can use these a lot to get in and get like throws and stuff. And an interesting thing about Kano I haven't mentioned yet, but that's important to mention, is he actually has 2 throw crushing blows. So not every character has that. He's one of the ones that does. So just keep that in mind. I mean, you can sprinkle in some throws here and there with these moves in combination so that you can kind of try to get those escape faileds, and then you have a crushing blow in either direction if you decide. So it makes it even more of a mix-up. Whereas, like, you know, if there's a character that only has a toward throw crushing blow, you would know just tech forward when somebody is you know, fishing for that crushing blow, and you'll be fine. With Kano, you don't know because he has 2. He has his forward throw, and he also has one on his back throw. So pretty cool stuff. I like this variation a little bit. It's more about the zoning and the set play than the other ones, and so I don't play it as much, but still pretty cool option if you are into that kind of thing. So yeah, that's gonna be it for Kano. Stick around for some more coming up. Have a good one and be blessed.